Since the dawn of time, a terrifying entity has harassed and traumatized millions of innocent children. Within the last few hundred years, this monster has evolved, becoming ever more fearsome and introducing new generations of young children to nights of terror. This beast has been called by many names, but you probably know him best as the Boogieman or the Closet Monster. But does this beast really exist? In the following presentation, we'll search for evidence that such a creature is still alive today.
The scientific existence of boogeymen is absolutely possible. Of course, they're boogeymen because they're supposed to scare you. They go boo in the night. They're constructs of parents to scare their children into behaving in certain ways. But the manuscript and textual evidence for the existence of boogeymen is ancient and incontrovertible. We have the occult science of Hermes Trismegistus. We have the account in Plato's Timaeus, all the way up through the medieval Martianus Capella, his marriage of philology and Mercury.
I believe in the closet monster because my brother Bryce said he eats people, especially children. One night I was sitting in my bed and I heard the closet monster coming from the closet. I looked back to see, but nothing was there. But the closet, when I came back to my bed, the closet monster threw a ball at me and I was really scared. Mom!
All my life I've been studying the mysterious ways of the boogeyman, or rather, the boogeyman has been studying me. I've had several encounters with the boogeyman, only half of which have been online. As a child, the boogeyman would sneak into my bedroom chamber and take apart my Legos. You see, in Boogieland, they have no toy blocks. Boogeymen often frequent in attics or under beds, although sometimes smaller boogettes may prefer a dresser drawer.
Boogeymen occupy the fourth category of celestial existence. They are not angelic, they are not demonic, and they're certainly not human, but they share characteristics of all four categories. They are what C.S. Lewis would call the long ivy, this special category of long-lived beings who, at the very near the beginning of time, fell from heaven after Satan's rebellion.
Boogeymen like mashed potatoes, not French fries. They emit carbon, which causes global warming. Never lend a boogeyman money, because they'll just blow it on loose women. I've composed several sketches which illustrate the various kinds of boogeymen. Here you have the in the closet boogeyman, which you'll note his parted red hair and his patterned tie. And then you have the more common under the bed boogeyman with his long blue tongue and crazy frizzy hair. Of course, the Arctic chilly boogeyman, ever prone to dehydration, reaching for a glass of water as they're so often known to do. One of the first experiences I had, which was truly frightening, the Arctic closet boogie monster. I was at my father's chalet in the Swiss Alps when I heard a knocking on my door. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was coming from the front door, but it was coming from the closet. I turned on the light and saw a mitted hand grabbing a glass of water. I was terrified. I tried to scream, but nothing came out. And just like that, it was gone.
You have to imagine the game you play in a cafeteria with a soft drink and a straw. When the angels fell from that heavenly hole, some, the worst of them, fell all the way to the pit of hell. But at a certain point, God put his thumb over the hole, just as we would put our thumb over a straw. And some of the demons had not yet fallen the whole way. And therefore, they occupy the air, the woods, the fields, and the streams. They're still there. Of course, we believe in them. As C.S. Lewis also said, myths are just stories about what is true someplace else.